Hi, Homes for Life London YouTubers. We are Melanie and Shelby Pierce, and today we're going to talk about some pros and cons of living in London, Ontario. So I'm going to get you to start off with a con, and we're going to kind of go back and forth between pros and cons because we do love London, Ontario.
Yeah, absolutely. So for my first con is obviously there's almost always bad neighborhoods in any city. You want a local real estate agent to make sure that they keep you out of the areas that you're uncomfortable in, and that's fair. There is some homelessness in the city, as there is in many. So of course you want someone who really knows where that's happening and
Where to avoid.
Where to avoid. So pro. Average house cost in London is like around 500K less than Toronto.
All
which
right.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do another con and then pro again.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not Toronto. So your entertainment is not as varied as you would find in Toronto, or the numbers and the multitudes, whatever. That's a con.
concerts.
But in saying that, the pro is we've got some great restaurants, breweries, and entertainment venues. They're good for this size city. It's all it's all good.
That's all we need.
Exactly. Next, a
Pro.
con. I thought I just did a pro. The venues. So the next con is like one that you will hear me bitch about for sure. Traffic. So the city never properly built a north loop around the city, so there's some congestion there. We also have too many trains going through the center of the city. Now they've started some under and passes to help alleviate that, and there is ways to avoid it, but it's not always the easiest. And planning, I mean, there's some roads where they definitely, in the way that the road is made, it's created race pockets and things like that. So that's not good.
All right, so a pro.
Our location is great. We're almost even amounts away from hitting Michigan, New York State, and then you've got 45 minutes to Lake Erie beaches or Lake Huron beaches. So we've got a nice location.
Yeah, and I know there's some routes, some buses and things like that you can take to the beaches in the summer.
Yeah, there you go. You
Yeah.
knew. I did not know that. So another con, property taxes are higher than what people expect. I've lived here forever, so I mean, I don't really notice them, but people from other areas do a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so another pro on after that one.
Oh, medium-sized airport.
Yes,
So-
our airport is growing. We were very, very small, and now we are.
Yeah, we're bigger.
Bigger.
So they go to some vacation spots such as Mexico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, into U.S. in certain spots, and into different spots across Canada. So it's just not the hubbub of the really big airport, which is just. And a lot of times, as you know, when I'm going, I'll make the extra flight. I'll take the little tiny flight into Toronto and then Toronto through to some larger areas, and that's just makes
Convenience
it and comfortable and nice, right?
Yeah,
it's
you
not
don't get
as
the crazy
hectic.
busy. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so that was pro. Our airport's growing. What's another con for us?
Parking downtown can be difficult. I usually don't have a problem with it because if I'm going to go right downtown, I'll park below the market and just walk to where I need to be. But that is a complaint I hear often. And
I know that there's now apps for parking, so it is still a pain in the but there's apps where you can log in and pay for parking that way instead of having change or your card to go do it that way.
Sure.
So it's gotten a little easier. It's still not great, right?
Yeah.
So the last kind of pro con that we're going to hit on.
Well, there's diversity in the population. London's pretty welcoming, and we're glad to have new people come into the city, which is great. And then I have one that is
Yes.
a pro and a con.
Yes. That's the
pro
one
and
I
a
was
con.
thinking of before.
Okay, see. This one is both. So we are a university college town, which brings money and population into the city, which is great, but it also brings in some times when rowdy events happen or students have to be shut down in regards to that. The City of London tends to be kind of populous during the school year, and then
little sparse
everybody
around.
leaves and you kind of go, oh, a little bit of breathing space. So it has that feel for those people who have lived here forever. So that's a pro and a con. But, if you want to learn more about London, by all means, contact us. I love to give a city tour. It is my deal. It's my thing.
Her jam.
It's
as you
my
would say.
jam. I love it.
All right, thanks so much. And as always, if you have questions, comments, leave them down below. Follow, like along to see more of us and find out what we're doing.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. And remember, it's a beautiful day to sell real estate. Call us on all of your real estate needs. Take care, guys.
Cheers.